Is something natural, the creation of God, a legal entity? Well, even when you do a little simple search on that subject, even the robotic legal AI system comes up with no, nature is not considered a legal entity under the current legal system. However, the rights of nature uh, doctrine grants legal personhood, ecosystems, and natural communities. So it grants legal personhood to ecosystems and natural communities. This means that they are recognized having rights and obligations and can defend themselves in court. Why would they defend themselves in something that does not exist in nature? There are no legal courts, there are no legal tribunals. But once you've entered them, that seems to be the question on this. What do we do once we've entered into such a ridiculous concept? How did you possibly enter into a fiction or a lie if you had not consented to do such, as did Eve when she was beguiled in the Garden of Eden, the paradise of full knowledge? What happened to her? The paradise of peace was there, but she was beguiled. Adam acted deliberately, willfully, and consensually, knowing what the outcome was, and went ahead, whereas Eve was not there on the first command, and she was only there on hearsay from Adam. So when we look at what is here, no, nature is not considered a legal entity because now you're walking into the fiction of the system or the imagination that occurred after sin. And therefore, it was not God's purpose, not his intent. And therefore, we've walked into the imaginations of those who actually follow the doctrine of Satan and his fiction and his lies. So it should not surprise you that Satan or the devil is noted as the father of the lie and therefore puts his lie overhead on the birth registration records that the parents who are being beguiled um, fall into by their legal participation. So it's it's a wake up, and it definitely affects those who basically have eyes to see. It can affect those who don't have eyes to see in an ire direction of anger towards the legal state that they believe they're going to just overthrow it and make a new fictitious kingdom under Satan, because that's all he cares about is chaos and war and a new regime that will continue on with the confusion. He knows his time is short, and he knows that the true landlord will be returning and will be eliminating him and all his followers. Which side will you be on? Will you be on the side of God, or will you be part of those that are not part of God's natural creation, acting in legal fiction as the property of Satan?